Alright, we're watching DonQuixote, who's playing DPS on Junkertown. They're starting as Ashe. This is, I think, Bronze 1 on console on PS5, something like that. And I previously gave this player a little bit of advice on another video. I didn't do a full replay review, and then they've been asking me to do another, like a full review, so let's check this out and see how it goes. Diva's here. So for starters, just poke her down, right? Just shoot her. You don't need a coach gun here. So one thing to recognize is like, okay, how much damage can I do versus how much damage can she do to me? So in this situation, just start shooting her. Okay, like she wants to stand up here. She can't walk any further in because this is your spawn. Coach gunning her or just moves her farther away. Like you can just shoot her here, and if you get in danger, just go into spawn, and you instantly get all your health back. Just shoot her. Like most important thing here is just shoot the diva down. Like you could have fired. I mean, let's ballpark this. Right, just let's imagine unscope. Let's not even think about scope, just unscope. So wait for matrix to end. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You probably could have fired 6 to 8 bullets in that time. All right, which I can't remember Ashe damage off the top of my head. I don't know, 50 damage a shot, right? Let's say. So you could have done 300 damage to the diva, something like that. Let me actually look it up. As you can tell, I do not play Ashe. Should, but I don't. It's 40 damage, right? So just say 6 shots. I think you actually probably got more, 240 damage that you just failed to do right there. All you do is shoot. You know, it's not that. It's not nothing complicated. Just shoot them. That's your job. Is just do damage. Okay, so despite the fact that you see. Right here, you see this extremely low health Lucio, so that's a 1-tap, right? With Ashe, she does 75 damage on scope shots. 75 damage, each one of those boxes is 25 health, so Lucio is 50 health. 1 shot to the Lucio kills him right now. Instead, you just stand here, you throw dynamite, you only hit the tank with it, which is not particularly valuable. You see Lucio's down to 1 box, and you can still kill him. He's also slowed by the Symmetra turret. At any moment in time, you can kill Lucio. Again, you actually saw. Like, you could see, it's not like he's on the edge of your screen, right? You're shooting at the Mercy, and you can see the Lucio right here to shoot. You decide not to shoot the Lucio. You shoot the Mercy a couple times. Alright, Diva's been demeched. Alright, pretty good tracking. You take high ground, which is good. Okay, you pop the dynamite, which doesn't do very much. I don't think I would have bothered throwing dynamite there because it's not, like, they're not really grouped up, right? Ideally, you want to get either have it help you confirm a kill on a support or a squishy of some kind, or use it to, like, splash a bunch of people and farm ult charge. Dynamite does up to 150 damage, so it's, like, super good. It's one of the more annoying wheels in the game. Okay, I mean, I guess that's dynamite work. I think you just shot him, but, you know, you get a kill, so I'll take it. You should reload right now. You only have 11 ammo. Right, when she's matrixing like that, like start shooting her. As soon as she starts matrixing, then stop shooting. Okay, you just waste like 4 bullets shooting into the side of this tank. 1, 2, 3, 4. As Ashe, ammo conservation is super important. Her biggest weakness is the fact that she has very little ammo. At close range, don't scope. You actually do more damage by damage per second by shooting unscoped than scoped. Yeah, help your more out. Kill the baby. Alright, fine. I mean, you don't have to kill her. She's not gonna do a lot here. You keep stopping a lot. I don't really know what's going on with that, but play the game. And then you get 1 tapped here. So, I mean, mostly this is just about, like, you're not really paying attention. I guess, like, trance is happening, so you're, like, not trying to dodge. But I think the standard thing to do here would be, hey, I see the Sojourn, and I fight her right here. Right? Like, if she's right there, I fight her right here. I don't try to walk forward in a straight line, because that makes it easier for the soldier to kill me. Obviously, the Widow also can kill you here. So you take the flank route. I do not agree with this. So Ashe is not really a flanker. Like, you can be off-angle control. And what I mean by that is that you can go, like, this is main, right? Off-angle is anything that's not, you know, is not main. So here is good, right? Ashe is good at medium to long ranges. This way puts you in close proximity to the enemy, because typically they're going to be like right here, and that can put you in a lot of danger very quickly. And you're not particularly good. You're not very mobile. You don't have a great escape, right? Coach Gun's only like okay as a defensive ability. You could definitely die really easily. So Mercy's in the air, you really should kill Mercy, good. D.Va pushes you back, that's fine. Right, grab Mega, reload. So one thing I noticed is that you don't reload regularly, right? You should be reloading all the time whenever you're not doing anything. For example, the second you get pushed back, right here, start reloading. Right? Always reload all the time. Especially for Ashe, where you reload like one bullet at a time. So there's no reason to not reload. Okay, Sojourn, you see and hear the Sojourn start shooting right now. You should stop shooting the Mercy and prioritize your own life, right? Fight the Sojourn right now, not the Mercy. Right, you get blown up by the Sojourn and then killed. Again, very easy to survive here. All you do was like, hey, look, I hear the footsteps, right? I see her, shoot, just heard, fight her, AD spam, which on on controller is like left, right, stick spam, and dodge, and then instead of just not trying to fight her, because from her angle, this is gonna be super easy for the kill. You see, like you're not even trying to fight. is a general impression. I mean, what I've seen so far tells me that you are probably not. I would guess that you are fairly young or fairly new to games, because a lot of the stuff that you do are things that people do when they're very new to video games. Like you have trouble, I think, moving and shooting at the same time. I think you have trouble understanding like general concepts of danger, cover, how to dodge. Like this is like super extended. Like right now, you're missing 2 people on your team, and you're in the midst of 4 enemies. This is like a very dangerous situation. You should not have walked up here to begin with. Right? As soon as your word died, you'd be like, okay, I probably should chill a little bit. Right? Again, like you do this thing where you throw dynamite and you stand still all the time, which is absolutely going to get you killed. So you can 3-shot a Sojourn, or you can 3-shot all 200 health heroes at close range because that's 70 damage. Again, you're not like that's the other thing. It's like you're not reloading, and I think that people who are used to playing shooters just reload regularly. You missed that Mercy with a dynamite, I believe. So you pop this Bob here, but like, is this the right time to pop Bob? And I question whether or not it's even worth me talking about this, because your issues are very fundamental, right? Like I literally think that you need another 200 to 400 hours of the game before a lot of the advice that I or other people give will be helpful, just based on what I've seen so far. Like it's hard for me to talk about any sort of advanced concepts, because you're still, I wouldn't even say like the Overwatch 101 level. I think you're kind of at like FPS 101 level type stuff here. So throwing Bob over here is not very good. First of all, they should be like in the open here. That's where Bob is very useful. Instead, they're on high ground and they can take cover. Second, your team isn't really ready to push. Like throwing it maybe like right here would be more helpful. But either way, it's just like they have lots of angles to cut off the Bob. Like the Bob's not going to do very much. Right? Kills Mercy. Honestly, lucky to get it. I would say as a general rule for ult usage, for DPS, I would say that when you pop the ulti, it either has to help you win a fight that you wouldn't have won otherwise, or force a support ultimate. So Ashe versus Widow is not a great trade, but it's not impossible either. The primary thing is obviously if you get a headshot, then you can just die instantly. So D.Va Bomb goes off. All you have to do is hide on this side. Obviously, it's not like safe, but you're guaranteed to die if you stay here. Versus if you go here, you at least force the Widow to make a shot. Jumping up in the air was not a good call, right? You could have also gone here and just jumped backwards with Coach Gun and taken cover inside here, because you actually had enough time. So now you decide to go Echo.
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know why you would go Echo against a Widow. Generally, flying characters are not very good against Widow, or rather, Widow's very good against Echo. Don't shoot stickies from this far away unless you're gonna track and predict their movement, right? You see how you just shoot directly at her? You miss the whole thing. Stickies is a really important ability for you. It's a big part of your insta kills. So for example, you get stickies right now, you can just oh wow. Alright, this game is rough. I just realized the time ran out. So yeah, I think if you had stickies here, you can fly up and then you can throw like all the stickies and start shooting the Widow and just insta kill her. It's a combo that you should know. Yeah, I mean, obviously attack went terribly. The short answer is like you're just not doing anything. right? Like you need to get kills as DPS to you know, win the game. And how long is it until you get a kill? Right, you kill Lucio there with Dynamite. Okay, that's one. And then you get that kill with Bob. Yeah, you get to kill Bob, and I think that's it. So, like, stepping back for a second and thinking about this.
Yeah.
You have 4 minutes, and you got 2 kills, which means you're averaging half a kill per minute. And if we extrapolate this onto per 10, you're getting, and we're talking not eliminations here, but kills. I think kills are final blows are more meaningful than eliminations. That means you're averaging, wait, what was it? 2 kills per 4, so 1 kill every 2 minutes. So you're averaging 5 eliminations per 10 minutes, which is like at least half what you should be. And it's like hard to even explain like how you could do better, because you need to do everything better. Like your APM, like how actions per minute, like how quickly you react and do things and etc. is very low, right? You're like very slow and plodding, like almost like a bot, right? You like kind of go in, you stand still, you process the situation, you shoot somebody a couple times, then you walk around a little bit, then you decide you want to reload, and then you shoot again. Like there's just it just doesn't feel like someone who's experienced like playing game. Like it feels like everything is kind of tricky for you. So like when I come out here, right now Lucio should be dead. Okay, just immediately. If I was in your situation, I would immediately scope and kill Lucio. Done. That's kill number 1, right? Then I would start shooting the Mercy right now, and she's just sitting in the open, right? Like she's not even dodging. She's just moving in a straight line. So by now I would have killed the Mercy and the Lucio. So that's 2 kills right now within the first 20 seconds of our playing. Then I would shoot Soldier. I probably wouldn't kill a Soldier in this situation, right? Baby Diva's down there. I would probably help to confirm the Diva kill, but let's not even give me credit for that one. All right, so right up here. So you're gonna jump and take high ground, right? And right here with the Widow just like standing still, 1 tap here kills her. So that would be 3 kills right now that I would have. Then let's move forward a little bit. Right, Diva. I probably don't kill the Diva unless she's like really silly. Oh, when she comes at me, for sure I demac her here, right? Which would count as a final blow, because this is easy, right? With the mortar pocketed, I definitely kill her. So that would be 4, right? I guess I'll sort of give you credit for that because you got popped there. Then I would have killed her in Baby Diva form, right? Shot and killed her. So that would be 5 eliminations so far that I would have gotten in 1 minute and 20 seconds. Oh, you do kill the Baby Diva there. So right here, when the Soldier comes out, right, Trance gets popped. I would have fought her right here, and with Trance, there's no way that she can out-damage me. Not without high charge, which she doesn't have. So I would have fought and killed the Soldier. That would have been 6 kills, right? Which then, after I killed the Soldier, would have allowed me to then peek here, see the Widow, who has 1 health, and kill her. So that would have been 7 kills in about 1.5 minutes, and we would have capped the first point at that point. So you have a lot of opportunities to get kills. You just can't get them. I don't know what else to say. Like it's like a combination of target priority / aim / APM that is the primary issue here. And we can watch defense to see if anything is different, but I think it's unlikely. Like it's really hard to compare, right? Because I've been playing competitive shooters for 20 years, right? Like a super long time. And as a part of that, you just get really good. Like you understand, like in a shooter, like what should you generally do? Shooters all share a lot of similarities, and I'm just not feeling that here. It feels like this is a very new experience to you. Like you're AFK right now, which you really should be, just wasted 7 seconds that you could have been peeking, right? You shoot the Reaper, right? Force him back, great, right? Shoot, and then you die. Why do you die? Because you stand still all the time. Like look at from the Widow perspective. All right, we'll just start back. So we're here. You're standing still. She scopes again. You stand still, and then she kills you. because you stand still. You stand still in Overwatch. You should almost never stand still in any case scenario, with a few rare exceptions, like if you're hiding around a corner or something like that. But beyond that, in any sort of like you're actually fighting situation, just never stand still. Because you never know if someone can see you. And that's just not just for Widow, right? Lots of hit scan or even projectile heroes can kill you almost instantly if you do not, if you stand still. Alright, you should have used your flight ability to get out faster, which you didn't. Now you're here, you fly, but like you don't really seem to have a good plan for this. You kind of like, see, here's an example, like you float out, but you're not aiming at anybody. Like you've wasted half of this before you start aiming at the enemy. Like you're just wasting this ability completely. Now you're here in the back line, you shoot. Alright, that's pretty good. She's also clearly just not responding to what's going on. You haven't reloaded your 5 ammo right now. Again, standing still a lot. You are going to kill this Lucio, I think. I think you should have been able to get over the top of this. I'm not exactly sure why you didn't just land on top. That's fine. Alright, you kill Lucio, great. Sticky the D.Va. Reload. You have 1 ammo, you should reload. You're going to shoot 1 ammo, then realize you have no ammo. You decide to just beam, which is okay because she's low, but you're also super overextended. You're way past where your team should be. Right? You're way in front of where your team should be. You're like in the middle of the opposing team. You should be dead right now. You still haven't reloaded. You have 1 ammo and you still have not reloaded. So right now, if you just fired stickies at Widow from the side and then did like a left click, you'll insta-kill her. Right? The problem here is that you tip her off by hitting her, and that's why she starts dodging. Right? She gets a hit and she's like, oh wait, and then she starts dodging, plus you miss the stickies. Now you're just really overextended in the back line. Like look where you are, and look how many enemies are looking at you when you start shooting. Right? You have the Widow, you have the Reaper, they have the D.Va and the Kiriko here to support, and then you just throw away your life. Instead of doing this, just play back, right? Play back with your team, play over here, right? Something like that. You can even play down here if you really want to. Anything that's not like going for the backline. I think backline initially was fine for an initial attempt at a kill, but then save your flight to get out of there. So you're dead, you come back again. So your team's doing a pretty good job holding, honestly. So you fly over the top here and you just don't register the Widow at all. You see the Widow right here? Like you're super tunnel visioned on what's going on down there, despite the fact that the Widow is the one who's actually going to kill you here, and it's the primary danger, and it's your job to deal with her in this situation. Like, you just fire stickers at her and she has to move. You decide to fire stickers at the ground instead. The Widow is still looking at you. You fly way out into, like, this is not a safe space for you to be, right? Here, very safe. Here, not so safe. So you're standing at the open. The Widow can shoot you. The D.Va bomb is going off. Reaper, teleports on top of you. Right? And you don't have flight, which is really important because you use flight to get over here to begin with, which is not a good idea. And then now that you don't have flight, you have no ability to escape, and then you get killed. So you come back. Sticky the Widow, right? This is good, right? Beam, yeah, this is good. Right? This is what you should be doing more of. Reload.
Interesting.
You have 109 health. You really have to peek right now, I think, based on the timing of the cart. Like, you don't have time to go back and like try to get health or anything like that. The cart's about to end right now. You are doing the wrong thing being back here. I think you're maybe looking for a health pack and don't... yeah, I mean, I guess you get the mini, but yeah. I shouldn't even think that's a mini in there. I should really go over there. Anyway, so you fly over here. You generally use flight to get vertical space because it makes it a lot harder for many heroes to hit you, like for example Reaper, where you can shoot him freely. When you're on the ground, he can come after you. You pretty much have to copy right now, yep. So you copy D.Va. You should not attack the D.Va. That's the... yeah. That's the worst possible person you could be attacking here, especially with the cart above the cap. Like, you really have to copy D.Va and immediately go to the cart and try to stall in this situation. So, you've made a lot of posts recently about needing advice and also complaining about your team and et cetera, et cetera. You're not any better than any of your teammates or anybody else in this game, to be honest. I think you don't look like somebody who has a lot of experience playing shooters in general. You don't look like somebody who has a lot of experience playing Overwatch. You don't have any sense of self-preservation. Like, you don't really understand like when you're in danger or react to danger in any way. Like, people were used to playing first-person shooters. Okay, you're walking down the road, you see somebody pop out from behind a corner of a sniper rifle, they instantly drop to the ground or get the cover. Right, that's like an ingrained like stimulus response situation. You do not have that stimulus response situation. Like over and over again, we see like you're confronted with threats and you don't really know what to do or seem to care. Like you just kind of keep doing whatever you're gonna do anyway. And that happens when people are low, right? People who play shooters, they see someone who has low health, they instinctively try to shoot the person who has low health. There's a very ingrained instinct. A lot, like some people notice, right, if someone's at the edge of the screen. But like you had earlier, like the Lucio was like dead center in the middle of your screen while you're shooting the Mercy, and yet you still didn't shoot the Lucio. Right here, like you see how low the Lucio is. Like you have to be able to see this. There's no way you cannot see this Lucio. The Lucio has like 5 health right now, 2 health, and you just don't even try to shoot the Lucio at any moment in time here. Like you just don't have that ingrained like response that you need to really be successful at the game. So this lobby, right, this game of bronze console PS5 players feels like everyone in this lobby generally is pretty inexperienced at playing both this game and games in general, right? Because there's actually no reason, like this Lucio nearly dies to the Symmetra turrets. You know what I mean? Like the turrets are just zapping him and he's not doing anything about it. Like look, this is the Lucio that we're talking about. Like he's here, he's getting zapped, he's staring at the wall right now. Then he gets caught with these barrels and then he just walks away. This kind of player is the same player that's at the same game as you because you and this Lucio are at the same skill level. And I really want to like make that sink in is somebody who, when they're being attacked by turrets, does not shoot or melee these turrets to instantly kill them, but instead stands here and just looks at the wall. Right? Just looks at the wall like this, walks over here, like literally like a bot, and then walks away. That Lucio, on average, adds as much value to a game as you. And that is why you're in the same lobby. Like this Mercy, for example, also just like stands, like it makes crazy decisions. So at the start, okay, she's not damage boosting anybody, she's just standing here. There's nobody near her. There's nobody near her right now. She's just literally not even using her best abilities, which are the heal beam and damage beam. She's just here shooting spawn, standing still, shooting spawn, and missing with a pistol. Then she reloads, she's still standing still. At any moment in time, anybody who's looking at this Mercy could kill her. Just still standing still, okay? Now she decides to start damage boosting the D.Va. She flies into the middle of 5 people and somehow doesn't die. She just stands up here, right, just walking around the open. She's like, oh, I guess somebody's shooting at me. I guess I'll just walk away. Right? Like, these are the players that are your level because you don't do anything. And this is going to come out as harsh, but, like, quite frankly, I don't expect you to ever get any kills. Like, it's just, there's like, such a huge gap between, like, you and where like experienced shooters or gamers are, and I think that's like a really large gap to overcome. And again, I think you need hundreds of hours to get to the point where I feel like I could give you like meaningful coaching. I mean, this is coaching as it is right now, but when we talk about like, you know, the other videos where we talk about like more advanced concepts, you're like a million times like far away from that, because a lot of those people like know the basics of shooters, they're just not familiar with Overwatch. But I feel like if I had to coach you, I'd have to coach you how to play games, if that makes sense. And that's just like not something that I personally would sign up for, because it's a very heavy burden, right? It's like, it reminds me of when people have like your younger sibling, right? A little brother, a little, you know, little sister, whatever it is, and they're trying to play games with you, and you're like, you don't know what like, it's like, we can't play games because, like, you know, I'm 7 years older than you. We can't play whatever this game is together because you just don't have any experience playing games, and like the gap is so large that there's no real advice that I can give you to help you significantly, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna stop the replay here, but hopefully this is at least a little bit helpful to kind of understand my feelings, like my process of this, and like kind of my feedback, but also maybe to help you understand other people's feedback, where they're like, you know, I read like a little bit, basically they're like, you don't really look like you know what you're doing, and that's okay because you're like new at this gaming journey. Again, I don't know if you're actually young or not, or you just started playing, picking up games or whatever it is. But nothing here tells me like, oh yeah, this is like an experienced gamer who's like ready to take a ton of feedback and get better. Like I think you just need to grind away, right? That's my advice. Just simply like play, just keep playing, chill. Like don't worry about getting like you can ask for replay reviews all you want, man. It's free country, but don't obsess over like, oh, I need all these replay reviews to get better. Like you just need to play the game a lot more. Just try to stay alive, try to get kills. It's really that straightforward. All the nuance around like map positioning, ability usage, like whatever does not matter, or synergy with your team. Just there's so many people who are just walking out here just asking to be killed in front of you, like ducks, ducks in a row walking around that you can't kill. And so none of the advice that people give you is going to be particularly helpful if you don't kill those vulnerable exposed enemies. Okay, hopefully that's helpful.